if you get me started talking about AI, it's going to change my presentation, you know. Hi, everyone. So I'm Kameliya. Can you hear me okay? Yeah? I am a concept artist. I basically design how characters look in games. And I've lived and I've worked in the UK for 10 years. And the last couple of years I've been I've been back in Bulgaria. I've been freelancing and I've been very happy being back home. And basically, I've always been inspired by Bulgaria. Oh, now I'm speaking in my mic. Okay. So I've always been inspired by Bulgaria. And when I got asked to do this talk, I had just come back from the Zherevna festival where everybody dresses in Bulgarian folklore clothing. And while I was there, I was telling everyone that would listen that I put Bulgarian shoes in a big game. So I thought I would just tell you guys the same. And I did put Bulgarian shoes in the game. Like, it was even a big close-up in the trailer of Total War Warhammer 3. Like, you can watch the trailer if you want. Wow, you played it? You know Warhammer? Okay, that's good. Not everyone does. It's very niche, but also very popular at the same time. So basically, the cool thing is I've designed everything in the main shot of the trailer. I've even designed the tent in the background. I've designed all the characters, and it's been viewed by a lot of people. The game's been played by millions of people. And yeah, I'm really proud that I worked on this project, and I used so much of Bulgaria in it. But what is concept? You can tell I'm nervous. Okay. So what do I actually do? The way I explain what concept art is that it's the thing that's between the initial idea and then the final product. This is the 3D model of the game, of the character. So what I do is everything that's in the middle. So I research, I sketch, and I design until ideally everyone is happy, which doesn't always happen, but that's the ideal situation. So that's the final concept of this main character in the game. And what I wanted to say in this page is that there is two kinds of concept art. So there is mood art, which is more like used for, like if you want to fund a project, you want to get people excited, like if you want to use it for marketing, it's ideal to have illustrative work like that. But if you want to work like really in studio, you do explanatory art, which is more like you have to explain how to build the character in 3D space as clearly as possible. That's another example of explanatory art, and I think we can all agree that I'm better at exploratory art than the illustrative kind. It's my favorite thing to do. Why am I so nervous? So this is basically how I start a project. I always start from the big picture. So you have to know the context before you start designing a character in detail. So I designed the whole faction. They're kind of like fantasy Slavs. That's how I explain them. And these are all my influences on top. There is a lot from Bulgaria, but there is some stuff from Russia, from Poland, and Ukraine. Then I design a material page so that the artist can just start working while I'm sketching. And basically I would finish up a character, and then they'll be put in game. So it's pretty cool that the bears are fighting, right? So that's cool. Then I would, because it's really complicated to ensure cohesion when you have dozens and dozens of artists working on the same project. And it's a lot to ask from all artists working all over the world to build tsarvuli, Bulgarian shoes, from scratch. I designed the kit so that they can just drop 3D assets in their work, so it will be faster and more cohesive. And I designed a page of patterns, which was also really successful. All the art teams used them. And now you can see in my concepts how I use those things. Like I would have material key so that everybody has a consistent material. I would have the patterns, and I would have the yeah, you know what I mean. And I thought I'd show you another page of my design process, my sketches, leading up to a final character. And this guy has armored Tsirvuli, armored Bulgarian shoes, so I thought that's cool. And this is another example of a character sheet that I did. I've done lots of them. That's not all of them. And I also started adding mood boards because I already had references that I was giving the artist, and I think at this point you can see that I was in too deep with this project. So I wanted to talk about burnout a little bit as well, just one page. I did burnout on that project. And this is a quote that I found from Adobe on the issue of creative burnout, and I thought it was very poetic because that's the tool I use to burn out, to get myself burned out. Basically, I feel like it's a very important subject because it's health, like both mental and physical, it's connected. And like it's the most important thing we can honestly talk about. And
but who's pushing it? And you're pushing yourself.
Oh yeah, you are pushing yourself. I wanted to say that us creatives are way more prone to creative burnout because we don't really have that clean line between what our job is and what our personal life is. So that's like, I just wanted to mention it because I've been through it, and maybe if you want to talk about it later, you can with me. And I'm working on a project related to it, and I hope like I can be back here and talk about it. And in relation to that, like if anyone has experience in issuing illustrated books, I would love to talk with them tonight. So yeah, let's keep in touch. Yeah, that's my presentation. Thank you.